Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to... him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. A first down carry by Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On 2nd down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here? Offensively, you gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
152 fighter. Hey, echo.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Cowboys 7, Packers nothing.
Check in. 47.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
X3, 218, chopper. Back one.
And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Rodgers again now. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Exit. 54.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here they could really put into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19 and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards, the final tally. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
We're going to 53. 31's the mic. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Completes it to Jason Witten. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Prescott. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. Touchdown, Packers! Jimmy Graham, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Third down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And able to find Graham, complete. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shift. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, Sam on. Ready. Out
of the shotgun, it's Jones. Josh Jones in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on third down. Jones has it. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, wahoo!
On first down, Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. Call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Switch. Get right. Get. Hey, turn it up. Watch this. Here we go. You got 58. You got turn. Right now. You got 58. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Back now in Arlington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott looks to throw on first. That one complete. Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick.
Check tight. 53. Check 53.
On 1st and 10, Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Under 10, under 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Zadarius Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now.
Check 13. Check.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go, 46. Scoot. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
26. On 3rd down, Elliott. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Let's go, team.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, here's Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
17.
welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the NFL and Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Brandon Godden and the veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dickerson calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Now Trubisky, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's Hill on the return. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Kansas City Chiefs coming off their fourth consecutive AFC West title. They beat the New England Patriots in Week 14. And Charles, as they set up for this next drive, and again, they're celebrating that AFC.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deacon Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deacon Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They begin the drive with Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Gets past one man. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He is going to find Hill here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 21 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Throwing here, Trubisky. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Trubisky will throw. This is caught. And Davis gets in for a Kansas City touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was, and oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So So here are visitors to take over on offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The 30, 10, and touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Time for a break. We've hit half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
23 yards the pickup there. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it has worked.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The pickup there, 5 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deacon Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky, and he's going to go down again. D Ford in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the pressure gets to him again. D Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Deacon Jones. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It's Coleman here. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But that's the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now Trubisky on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Not today, you are. Not today.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team, between our visitors and our home team. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
On first down, Dickerson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Going to give this time to the tailback. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. Dickerson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cunningham toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Dawson's kick is up and
Through.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go. Let's go. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check. Time go. Alert 3. Kill.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 71 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On second down now. It's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that is intercepted by the All-Pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, folks, we gave you a glance at the AFC playoff picture. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. Bit of a shakeup because the Niners and the Saints game, and then the Seahawks and the Rams. So San Fran back up the top spot. Then you have the Packers who beat Washington moving up to number 2. The Saints with the loss, try to follow all this. They dropped down the spot, but it's a critical one as they lose that first round bye, and then we're still awaiting resolution on the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC East, CD.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy deal because essentially San Francisco and Seattle have kind of been trading back and forth, and after Sunday night's games, San Francisco holds that spot. But remember, those two play Week 17. It could all be decided then. The Saints have already locked down the NFC South. They're trying to get one of those top 2 seeds, as you mentioned. But the race for these wild cards, Minnesota sitting right there holding the number 6 spot. They're a game ahead of the Rams, who are really hot right now. And the Bears, after whacking the Cowboys last week, they're hanging in there as well.
But as you're alluding to, I mean, Seattle drops from the number 1 seed all the way down to the number 5 seed in one day. Of course, a lot can change in the final 3 weeks.
And just think, a lot of people wondering, how does the NFC East get a home game by winning that division? This is going to be one of those years people will talk about reseeding based on absolute overall record.
Yeah, because it's not out of the question that either the 49ers or the Seahawks could be 13-3 and be a wild card team. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey,
out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and this will be caught at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to go up top for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Cunningham. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
we got this.
So 2 quarters down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And he's
going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go. And it'll be 7.